Welcome back to the second podcast of PRIMAL NERDZ. We are here at UCON at UCT. Our next two guests are Jean-Pierre Jordaan, and we've got a bird in the shot. We had the same incident yesterday as well with a bird sitting on the TV, but they're getting really violent. They're getting really violent over here.
Dude.
Insert scary psycho music. Anyway, to get back to the introduction, our guest is Jean-Pierre Jordaan, admin of Cosplay Cape Town, and our other guest Ansel Schutz, also known as Baka Sakura Cosplay. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
So we're going to start with Jean-Pierre first. Admin, Cosplay Cape Town, you do graphic designing, photography. Tell us more, your role, the whole thing of being behind the scenes.
I'm a professional cat herder. All the mischief, all the mayhem, following people around, finding stuff, finding people, paperwork, admin, helping with event organizing.
That too?
Yeah, organizing. My Sean
We don't understand
Jean-Pierre.
My Sean Connery impression just failed.
Jean-Pierre.
Yeah, very much so.
We know you're French.
Admin stuff, behind the scenes, that's where you'll find me. So never in front of the spotlight, but behind.
The shadow.
I'm the shadow master.
You control all the little puppets.
Pretty much.
He is a puppet.
One doesn't always think much about the admin side of cons and expos. It is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Baka as well, you do graphic designing.
Yes.
You cosplay, obviously, great cosplayer, and also owner of Coscraft. So
Yes.
cosplayer, graphic designer, owner of a store, quite an all-rounder.
Who needs to sleep?
Yeah, sleep is when you're dead. Yeah. Tell us more about Baka Sakura, what you do, what inspires you, what...
Look,
Why you do what you do?
I don't do what I do, man. I just do. No, I don't just do. I work. If only I could just do that.
Day
Great.
jobs.
Day jobs, yeah. In the day, I'm a muggle. I have a muggle job. But you know, like, after hours, I work really hard on my cosplays, and in between all that, I also watch, you know, like, comic series, and I read comics, and I read manga, and I watch anime, and I watch movies. It's like really hard juggling everything, because you're also, as a cosplayer, you're also a fan. So you also know, want to like see all the latest stuff as they come out.
And it is temptation as well. If you see an awesome character, awesome, and they're like, I've got to do that as well.
Exactly, and you've most likely already planned your costumes for like the next 3 months, and then something comes up and you're like, well, scrap this list. I'm doing this guy now. And it's just, you just never really know what's gonna happen, because anything can like blow up and become like the new rage. And then you just want to be a part of that as well, because you most likely loved it as well when you watched it. So it's just like, it's really hard juggling everything, but you just make it work because you love it so damn much. So,
and once the bug bites you with cosplay, it's gone. It's done deal. It's a done deal.
It's crack cocaine, but in costume form.
Also, you don't only do cosplay or just your soul.
I have my finger in every pot. No, you know what? I just like to be involved, and I like to help. So when they do ask me, I'm always willing. I enjoy it.
She's our go-to MC, like first choice. Cosplay, well, you used to do it for us anyway.
Yeah.
Our first event we did at FanCon, you were one of the first people we saw emceeing there's Nido Queen.
Yeah.
She doesn't need a microphone when she's on stage.
No, I project. Yeah, diaphragm. It's a lot happening. Yeah. No, but I mean I enjoy emceeing. I'm thankful that I'm not one of those people that are shy. In and out of cosplay, like I've never really had that problem. I'm very much an extrovert, so in terms of an MC, that really does count in my favor. And I really also do enjoy judging.
You judging. Forgot about that as well.
Yeah, I've been part of the community for quite a long time and part of the furniture. That's why I'm like one of the oldest here. No, I'm not worried about that at all.
That's my accolade. Oldest person around.
Yeah, he's granddaddy.
But getting back to Jean-Pierre, other events you also worked on, tell us about more you were involved with over the past few years.
Over the years, I've been at most of the Readers' Den, Free Comic Book Days. I've been helping them out with their FanCons, which is the third one is coming up next year. I was at the very first EGE as well, and UCON, which is a UCT-led thing. The Genshin crew, I've been involved with that, again behind the scenes from the start.
Yeah, especially all the Genshiken screenings and stuff as well.
Oh yeah, prizes.
Yeah, like
I still have a video of you at one of the screenings.
yes, and that's basically how we met. Was one of the Genshiken screenings. Yeah.
No.
It was.
Online, Blackblade.
No, I wasn't on Blackblade. I met you at the
I
Genshiken
went to
screening.
high
you're
school
thinking
with
of
a
someone
brother.
else.
Yeah, like he's in the same. He
Awkward.
was in the same year as my brother at our high school.
So I knew Little Uncle.
Yes, and then I grew up,
Yes,
and then we met
just-
at Genshiken, and then
So it's-
he became my granddad,
Like really, like oh, what a small world.
Terrible.
which is untrue because
Well, that's
he's
a really
really
small
not that much
world
older than me.
to go back to that again. To really small world.
Always, but you know
all,
what? In
all
a
threads connect somewhere.
yeah, but especially in this like
Cape Town.
geek community.
But the community cosplays in Cape Town is very interwoven.
It's a lot more like
very
this.
It's fun.
supportive as
Yeah.
well. For both of you, what would you say is the biggest, I wouldn't say challenge, but obstacle with cosplay for South African cosplayers and cosplay as such to evolve, to get more to international
Shyness.
level? We're slowly getting there over the past few years. I mean, you've been, like you said, in the game quite long. You've seen
Yes,
as it's been
progression.
changing and how
It's
the
been
crowd's
amazing.
been.
It's been so good.
The
You look,
last 4 years, it's been doubling.
it really
From
it is.
4 years ago.
It's exploding.
The biggest one with Prince Amidala was Maggie.
Yes, that was pre-comic book
That was
festival.
4 years
Yeah.
ago. Look how it is now.
Yeah, now
been
everybody's
doubling.
rocking these like amazing constructions, and you know we get all the materials now that everybody else can use overseas, which makes it so much easier as well. You know, like Warbler and those type of things. You get good quality, like wigs and lenses, stuff that I didn't know when I started cosplaying. It wasn't around in South Africa.
She imports for the community,
I
basically.
import. That's why I started my
Tell us
shop.
more about your little business as
Yeah.
well, your wigs,
So,
lenses,
see,
and
it's exactly that. Like, I needed contact lenses for a cosplay, and
because
I found
the
this.
other thing is also you don't want to just buy randomly online overseas.
That's the thing.
And you don't know what
know.
if it's
You
how
don't wanna
safe
put
it is to
anything
use.
in your eye, dude. And like, is it even allowed? We didn't know. eBay was also very new to us. Like, we were like, this is great. Like, eBay is fantastic.
You don't want to pay a lot of
Wait
money
half
and
year.
then at customs they confiscate it.
Yes. Yeah, because if you don't have a specific importer's license, we didn't know. We didn't know all the rules.
Or certain chemical in the solutions or whatever.
Yeah. Like, they're obviously the different, optometry approvals, and like, we don't know if it's supposed to adhere to that. But anyway, like, we started looking for these things, and it was tough finding them. We don't really have like low quality costume Halloween stuff here back in the day, so it wasn't really the look we were going for.
The Chinese, noses and the big ears
exactly,
and
everything's
the
super
plastic
plasticky.
band.
plastic and
Snaps.
sparkling
And the wig is so shiny. And
Oh,
it was
the
not-
spray paint you also got for your hair.
Yes,
that's,
we
oh,
really did
that's-
go for that as well because we were desperate.
That was horrible. That's still horrible. It's not wasn't still horrible.
But and then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try importing this. I'm gonna try and get people proper stuff, And it was mainly for myself, because I really wanted to get it for myself.
No, you
And
thought, why not? If I
few
can
other
help
friends.
others, I can make money out of it as
Exactly.
well.
And it just kind of progressed into a shop, and it's been around for like a few years now, and it's doing really well. We're doing exceptionally well, which I'm really thankful for. And I'm always happy that once again, another finger in a pot. I'm part of someone's cosplay progress, like I can help them with their wigs. I can help them source their lenses or whatever else.
But you have a lot of cosplayers, not only in Cape Town, all over South Africa,
Exactly.
that
it's not even limited.
gets
yeah.
all their necessities from you.
Which I'm really thankful for. It goes both ways. I get to support them and they get to support me, which I'm really. And like I have a co-owner for the store as well, Jamie Kearney, and she's an exceptional help in that as well. Like, so we both, dual it to get all the stuff that we need, like from foam. We're busy sorting out Warbler now, which would be great. We're just trying to like expand the shop always as much as possible, which is fantastic. But to get back to what you said earlier, challenges, full circle.
Workshops, stuff like that. What can one do? I know a lot of people are afraid, like with sewing.
We have a lot of great cosplayers walking around that's not even entering the main competition today because they don't want to be on stage. Stunning outfits.
Yeah.
But not taking part.
I don't think our construction part is the issue here. Like, it's our performance aspect. And if you look at an international like competition or any convention, it's such a crucial part of it.
Stage presence.
Yeah. Yo, Sean, can you like,
Wow.
Mr. Connery, can you like back up?
It has that stubble that Sean also has, a bit of the stubble and the cheek.
Shame, no, he's not.
I was here from startup to finish. Well, gonna
James
finish.
Bond.
Gonna finish.
I'm gonna
finish.
No, but I mean, like, it is a problem. It is not a problem, but it is a challenge. You know, like, it's something we really do need to focus on. I think that's our biggest obstacle now, is to kind of try and meet that criteria of performance.
I think a lot of people think if you say critical or, you know, competitive cosplay, they think, oh, it's going to be negative stuff. They're going to break me down. And that's unfortunately a misconception that people have with the word criticism. They always think it's for the negative.
Always constructive.
And that is, you guys are with cosplay, I work in the theatre. Also, it's to better yourself, to better your performance, to better, and in this case, your cosplay, all that. Because you don't only embody the cosplay, you have to be the character to make that full, whole-rounded character. You went full circle
with that. You were the character from Full Metal Alchemist, your very first cosplay that you arrived late for.
Yes.
You redid it 4 or 5 years later.
Yes. Like you
before and after.
You realize as you progress over the years that if you look back at your older cosplays, just with all that knowledge and stuff that you've gained now and experience, that you could better yourself every time. You never stop learning. There's always something new to learn.
But I think that's also what some people don't understand is they think, oh, I'm going to stay at this level the whole time. And it's not. It's practice makes perfect.
You actually don't realize.
And that's to get back to what you just said.
Yeah.
When you looked at cosplays 4 or 5 years, you started, but you improved, you learned more tricks, hacks, all that in between.
No,
bigger budget.
And
bigger budget.
Money. No, it is. This is important too. But
tell me, what's the most expensive outfit? Just a random thought now. The most expensive.
This is a goeie vraag daai.
Okay.
For one character, not for a set or whatever, just for one cosplay.
Mine specifically. Shoot. I think it would have been either Harajuku Ni from Smite. Insert photo here. Or
Post-production.
Yes. She was about, I'd say just over $2,000, if not more. Just because she had a lot of little elements and I had to source a specific shade of pink wig from a really expensive wig supplier. So it cost me dearly. And the sad thing about that was I had to cut half the wig off because it only came in a long wig. So as I was doing it, I was just crying long tears. Like,
well, there goes the money. There falls 100 rand, there falls 200 rand.
$20.
$5.
Yeah, it was horrible. But I mean, it made it worth it for me because it was just the correct shade. I was really happy about it. Just a lot of different fabrics I had to buy. Yeah, it was quite an expensive cosplay, I must say. Jeez. Yeah,
a lot of people don't understand with any costume, anything, the more detail and the different fabric
textures. And the wigs. I always say like the wigs and your lenses are your most expensive part of a cosplay. So if you can, try and pick, especially if you have like a limited budget, try and pick stuff that you can reuse for a whole bunch of different characters.
No, that's one thing you can't cheapskate.
No,
go cheapskate on with your eyes or with your hair.
It shows. It shows, sadly. Yeah.